Yo, welcome back to the podcast.
The Watchers.
The Watch, not just any old podcast. It's the Watchers podcast. WATCH hard ERZ. And
Episode 51, ladies and gentlemen. We took 2 weeks off.
51. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
So with me tonight, it's only three of us.
3 the hard way.
I was just about to say it, but beat me to it.
Tavon. Tri-State _tip.
And Corey Joe Instagram.
And I am Tiger Helly 19 on the snaps and not Jeezys. Facebook by way of the government. Jason Williams, follow the stripes. So, what y'all want to talk about today?
We had a busy couple of weeks.
We did.
Well, yeah. Last week, I went to New York Comic Con. Good time. Always a good time. I encourage y'all to go at least once.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of really anything pop culture, TV, movies, comics, anime, shit, even just popular things, not even, something that you watch or read. Hip hop stars be there. Comedians, just various outlets for whatever your taste buds are. I gotta get y'all to watch anime.
I watch anime. We just don't watch the same anime.
I gotta get y'all to watch today's anime.
I watched today's anime.
What do you watch? What did you watch?
What have I been watching lately, anime-wise? It's been a minute.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
haven't been watching anything regularly. But the last series I was heavily into, it's probably been a couple years, it's probably Soul Eater.
Okay.
Soul Eater. It's you know what messed it up? I used to have Funimation. The Funimation channel, and once they took that away,
Yeah.
that took a lot of my anime because it was just easier to watch because it was already on TV
Okay.
versus me having to look it up.
Corey,
He ain't going.
what I gotta do, man?
That ain't happening.
What do I gotta do to get you? I got one in mind that I want you to watch.
That ain't gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. That ain't my lane, man.
I get it. You never watched Dragon Ball growing up, right?
Hell,
You never. See, man, you missing out, man.
You might have an easier chance of having me watch the finals.
yeah.
That's about to say.
I'm looking at you every week to count you out. I'm like, nope. They gonna have that music in the background.
Look, there is one that's out right now, and it's pretty good. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen. Sound crazy, but Corey, I'm telling you, I think you like it, man. Now, granted, I do think not having the background of growing up watching anime, I don't know how you interpret this or how, seeing this for the first time, maybe what is this bullshit? But in comparison to anime of the past, you could really appreciate some of the drawing details that they do now, all right, man. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna try to get you to watch at least one episode before you give up on it.
And speaking of anime,
Yeah.
it's kind of disappointed in myself. I completely forgot. So they had a limited run, one night only, of I think it was the 10th anniversary of Dragon Ball. With that Battle of the Gods. I think that's the one movie where you first meet Beerus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were running it in theaters Wednesday. It was one time slot, one night at all the major theaters. They had at the one by the mall, the one on 202, and the one the other Regal. I completely forgot. I was up watching Barbie again. I didn't remember because I didn't remember till during the previews of Barbie they showed the Dragon Ball. I was like, oh shit. I looked it up. I was like, oh, that was the
What
night.
is Barbie still doing in theaters?
When I went Wednesday, that was the last showing of the local.
Okay.
Like everything local to us, it's not showing anymore anywhere local. And I think it gets pulled up in like KOP because that's going to be the next closest place that's still playing it.
Okay.
It's getting pulled Wednesday. Will be the last night there.
Okay.
That's a long run though.
Yeah.
Since July.
Yeah.
And we're like getting towards the end of October.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I was saying all that to say that there is another convention coming up in New York next month. I think it's exclusive, like an anime convention. It doesn't mix it all the other stuff. I may or may not go. I don't know yet. But next year it's a San Diego Comic Con and a New York Comic Con. Let me know if y'all interested in it.
Gotcha.
And I'll try to plan accordingly.
Gotcha.
Outside of that, Corey, sir, our game came out this week.
Oh yeah.
I have not gotten a chance to play it as much as I would like, but I know you have, sir. So
No. I didn't dig deep yet.
I think you have the most out of everybody here at the moment. With that being said, your initial thoughts.
Love it. It's better. I didn't think they could top the one they did was like 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was amazing, but then this one here, and then with this on the PS5, like the graphics is like way better. That's why I don't know if y'all seen the pictures they be showing online. They show the PS4 one.
The side by side.
Yeah, it's like it's hella different.
If you had to give it, well, see, you still kind of early, so I'll wait to give
It's something we should do like about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, but as of right now, better than the first. Looking like.
Yeah.
Okay, and the first one, definitely was a Game of the Year contender. So.
Because remember before, all of them got trashed. Like the games, they were saying a lot of people didn't like the Spider-Man games before.
You talking about like the PS3 ones?
Yeah.
Or you talking about the ones that came after that movie? You talking about like the
movie ones? Yeah.
Edge of Time or some shit like that?
The ones from Sam Raimi, whatever, his joint.
Oh, okay, yeah, the movie ones.
Yeah.
I liked it.
So
I ain't hate them.
like them.
I ain't hate them.
Wasn't there one that had like you could do first person perspective? Or was that just when you were climbing walls and shit?
I feel like it might have been one.
There was one. I don't know if it was all the time, but I knew you had a first person.
There might have been one that
Spider-Man
allowed
perspective.
You to do it. Yeah.
That made me motion sick. Shit.
Yeah, I got high hopes for it, so I'll give a better review myself. Probably, I'll give myself 2 weeks. So we'll come back in 2 weeks and try to give a how we feel about the game. But I don't have any doubts about it. I think it's gonna be good, and I'm more interested in the story honestly than it. I already expect good gameplay based off the first one, but I think they're really gonna knock it out the park with the story. So we'll see in 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, they 3 for 3 right now on me.
Yeah.
The first one and the Miles Morales one.
Yep.
And now this one.
And speaking of the Comic-Con,
Yep.
so what was the experience like? Like, what was your favorite things? Anything you need?
As far as my Comic-Con experience, it's more if you decide to go dressed up or not, right?
And that's
I think it's 2 different experiences. So going there normal is fine. There's more than enough to do. There's a lot. There's a lot of people, a lot of booths, vendors. You can go into various halls and I didn't pay too much attention to it this year, but like previously they'll have like sneak peeks, right? So there was like one where John Wick 2 was coming out years ago, and there was a hall just dedicated for that. And Keanu Reeves came out. They gave us like some behind the scenes and a quick pick trailer before the trailer released to the world. And so San Diego does that a lot with Marvel and DC, the bigger name ones, but the TV shows and some smaller movies usually make their way to New York Comic Cons. So there's stuff to do like that. But if you're dressing up, and and just seeing everybody dressed up, the creativity of people. And I got to show y'all some pictures. But, yeah, it's nice to see people who are creative in that aspect, the way they make some of their costumes. And really, people just looking to see who got the best outfit, stuff like that. Who was creative this year, who did something different.
And speaking of, your costume was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass to do.
I wish you had like a little thing where you could put a little cutout in the corner, a little picture of.
Yeah, and it's on my Instagram if anybody cares to see it. But I did Bloodsport from Suicide Squad 2. I did not have the helmet done in time. So it's without the helmet. But he doesn't really wear the helmet in most of the movie anyway. But it would have been cool, a little thing to add on. But the rest of it was a pain in the ass to get to complete it. And I got it done in time, and that's all that really matters. And I think it came out pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was dope.
It came out pretty good. So.
Good show.
Yeah, anything else from we missing? No? All right. No?
No.
All right. Well, we can go into what we're going to go to? Sports?
We can go to some sports.
Y'all want to start? We go wherever y'all want to go.
All right, we can do sport.
All I know is NBA season about to start.
And
Tuesday.
And another NBA season just ended.
What NBA season are you referring to, sir?
The W1. It did just end, right?
Yes. The WNBA did conclude. Who won?
Las Vegas Aces.
Aces, right? Yeah. I seen the girl.
You seen the girl?
Yeah, the one girl.
The one girl?
She married to Waller from the Raiders.
Yeah, who everybody thought was Devin Booker
Giants.
for some reason.
Huh?
He played for the Giants.
Oh, that's right. Giants. That's right, because he
And everybody think he Devin Booker or something.
His pass interfered with the last game versus the Bills. That's a whole nother story. Yeah.
But yes, they did conclude, and I'm missing. I can't think of her name right now. Tall, light-skinned girl.
Asia Wilson.
Nah, She only WNBA player to win 3 different teams.
Oh,
Candace Parker.
Mm.
Is she a GOAT WNBA player? No. Who y'all got better than her?
I mean, y'all don't even know why y'all even asking this.
I'm asking for real.
I was gonna say Lisa.
I'm looking at Corey on this one. I already know that.
It's Cynthia Cooper, man. She won 4 straight. Then you got Maya Moore was good.
We don't really mess with what's her name from back in the day? She retired a couple years ago.
Cheryl Swoops.
Taurasi.
Oh, Diana Taurasi. Now she's still playing.
She's still playing?
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, she about in her 40s now.
I only know a couple. I know Sue Bird.
She retired.
Yeah. And I know Lisa Leslie. Rebecca Lobo.
You look at the new mic. This new mic system I got, I can mute people's mic, so it's gonna come in real handy next week. So don't even worry. Don't even worry, Chase. I got you covered. But yes, shout out to the Las Vegas Aces on their WNBA championship. NBA men's is starting up, and a lot of preseason action. And I'm particularly want to talk about Victor Wembanyama, a.k.a. Wemby, whatever you want to call him. I wasn't really on the hype train, prior to the season last year, whenever people started really scouting him. Mm-hmm. However, I think he does present something, and don't get me wrong, I could say we have seen this before. We could say we've seen this in Kristaps. We could say we've seen some of it in Giannis. Basically, 7-foot players, right? Who can, I don't want to say Giannis because he's more of a body basket player to me. Yeah. But we can definitely say Kristaps. And some other players, Bol, some other players can play out on the perimeter. But
KD.
my man Wemby is looking like a freak.
Yeah, I was seeing some highlights.
He looking like a freak in nature.
He said he put on some more weight too.
That's the only thing I would like him to do.
He's still skinny.
But I also am afraid of tall players like that in terms of long term. There is something that just looks like a deer to me when I see tall players play, especially in basketball. You don't really see many tall players like that in other sports, but in basketball, it's like they really just one just away from just calling it rap, right? And I don't want to wish that on anybody. But for what I've seen from him, he's playing defense. He's playing down low. He's facilitating. He's got an outside shot. Mm-hmm. I don't know what else you can ask for.
Well, you know who used to be tall and could shoot threes pretty well. It was Wild. Manu Bol could, too. He lasted in the league for a considerable time.
But they wasn't asking.
Yeah,
they wasn't asking.
Not like, they don't move like he wasn't moving like this dude is. But.
Yeah. And I'm not saying Spurs are doing much, okay? And, you know, I like Chet Holmgren, too. He's another one. They're about the same. It wouldn't be a little bit taller, but Chet Holmgren probably got the same package. I think OKC going to be a problem this year. Everybody healthy, I think they're going to be a problem this year. Spurs, I'm not saying are going to win anything right away, but can I see them possibly fighting for a playing spot? I might say I might. Give me first couple of weeks of the season. Give me 10 games in. I could let you know if they're gonna be a playing team or not. What you thinking, Corey?
What about that? I need time. I need to see something. I can't just go off preseason.
Yeah.
You're not sold on them yet?
I feel like preseason not the real thing yet.
Nah.
I mean, he gonna do something, but like I try to tell people, you didn't see Giannis be Giannis until like year 3 or 4 when Jason Kidd got there. He's gonna struggle.
He got pop.
Still gonna struggle.
Okay.
Especially when you gotta start playing. It's gonna be cool when you, because you know the vet's gonna get him with the pump fake. Mm-hmm. So what's gonna save him is his length.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I just want to see how he does when he playing against like all those good players every day.
Yeah, and durability to me is my biggest concern when I look at him. Mm-hmm. I don't know how well he's gonna do getting banged around by some of the heavier guys,
especially when they put him in that post.
Yeah. But it makes it interesting. Go ahead.
I always feel like that's the big difference when you jump from college and then you go to the pros.
Well, he played against grown men apparently.
Yeah, but like in college, I mean, just think about how many games you play in a college season. Mm-hmm. You know, you it's just
most is 40.
Like you're like in college. Yeah. I mean, there's nowhere else, you know, before you get to the pros where you're going to be able to play at 80 games. I mean, I
don't know what their season is in Europe. In those European leagues or not.
Okay.
He came from the European league.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Where he played against grown men.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's just, again, I don't know what their schedule is either, so I couldn't answer that question for you. It's definitely something you gotta keep in consideration. Yeah. Zion can't stay healthy for the life of it. So.
Zion wanted to be a 20-game season. He said, I'll be all right 20 games.
That's what it is. Play like 20, 25 games.
He said, y'all can do this 20.
He got his money.
He said, if anybody want to do load management.
He got his money.
And the baby mom.
Yep. Anything else, the NBA, before we move on?
I still don't want CP3.
What is it?
I don't want CP3 on the team, on the Warriors.
Oh, CP3.
I'm
like P3. You talking about parking spot?
CP3, I do not want him. But
okay, I mean they don't look bad.
They don't, but I just don't like him. That's that thing. That's what my issue is. I don't like CP3. Never have liked him, but
okay.
If he help us win a chip, I guess I'm gonna have to like him, right?
Too old.
Yeah, he is old. Older than me.
All right, let's football. Anything good in football happening?
Not the refs.
Julio Jones signed with the Eagles.
Yeah. Trade deadline's Halloween.
Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
That early?
It's normally Tuesday.
October 31st.
Okay.
That's a Tuesday.
Yeah, next week. Next week.
Yeah.
From today.
From
this week.
No undefeated teams left.
No.
That all ended last week.
All last week.
Yeah, your team let me down last week.
It happens.
I'm very disappointed.
It happens.
Because I need teams from my division to lose so we can move up.
Yeah.
That's what it is, though.
Yeah, not much football. So, I mean, teams are kind of still shaping out. We kind of see
it's real close.
Hierarchies.
Like
yeah, but
nobody's running away with anything right now.
Yeah.
Which is cool with me because we got to get caught up.
Baseball. Yeah, keeping up with baseball. I'm not really a baseball watcher, but I keep up with at least the teams that's remaining. So, Philly.
Yeah,
Philly's one game away from making the World Series.
So the Astros.
And the Astros as well.
So it'll be a repeat of last year's. I mean, if it goes down that way.
Right.
I'm just tired of hearing these Philly fans.
I hear you. I got to make my way to a baseball. You ever been to a baseball game?
Nah, I've never been to a major league. Just
more like a minor
semi-pro,
league.
minor league, yeah.
Corey?
Baseball cool in person.
You been? Yeah, I hear they're good in person.
I prefer it.
Always tell people go in person.
Yeah,
you have
way
more
better
fun.
in person.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. I got to make my way to one.
And the hot dogs be banging. Get you a glizzy when you're there.
Oh,
yeah, my team was trash this year. I'm a White Sox fan, so garbage this year.
Okay.
So here's what it is.
All right. Well, yeah, not much sports. So let's
Any
transition.
MMA, boxing, anything happen?
Oh, you know what? There was a UFC yesterday.
Was there?
yeah.
Jeez, I feel like it's one every other week
Volk
now.
got knocked out.
Yeah. And then my African brother
Usman.
Usman
He did well.
went against
On his own.
I mess up his name. Kamaya?
Kazmat.
Oh, that's one of what's the name's boys, right?
How you say? What's his name?
Kazmat. Chimino.
Something like that. Right? But yes, Usman ended up losing to him. Was that decision?
Yeah.
It was decision, right? Yeah.
What, didn't he change weight class, right? Or no?
Who?
Usman.
No, he's still at middleweight.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess they still fighting for. They trying to get who gonna go against. Leon. Was it Leon? Right?
Yeah.
So it looks like Kazmat about to get a shot.
Yeah, the winner gets a shot because him and Dum Dum are fighting next one.
Who's that?
Covington.
Oh yeah.
He's still around?
Yeah, they ain't gonna keep him around for a while.
Yeah.
As long as he can put some gloves on and walk around with the flag, he'll be in there.
Which one?
I was gonna say something.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I got to get back up on UFC. I'm not gonna lie. I've been falling off of UFC quite a minute now. USADA and UFC's breaking up. Did y'all hear about that?
Who?
Yeah.
The drug organization.
Oh, yeah.
Testing organization.
Well, because
And I heard a lot of it stemming from how they want to test Conor McGregor.
Well, yeah, because they were saying that they wanted it to go a certain way. UFC didn't agree with how they wanted them because what they want them back in the testing pool. A certain amount of months before, and they want to get them back in the testing pool and whatnot. And I personally think it's not the greatest look for the UFC on that point because it's like, well, why don't you want them?
Right.
Like, because to me, I'm like, yo, if you ain't worried about people doping or whatever, you be like, all right, whatever, you go back in the testing pool. But y'all like, nah, we ain't gonna put him. Like, I get it, he's a draw. I get it. You guys want to make some money off of him, but at the same time,
Yeah.
And I feel like it wouldn't, if it were a different fighter, would they be as adamant as not getting them back in the testing pool? I feel like because it's Connor, they're kind of going.
He only got to have. I know he had signed years ago. What he had signed like a 6-match or 8-match contract or something like that. So I think he fought once or twice since then. So he owes UFC a couple fights. He owes UFC a couple fights, but goddamn it, it is what it is at this point. Honestly, just fuck it. Let him use steroids and let him get in there and still lose or whatever they think he want to do. And I'm a who was that? Who was that? That was like with baseball. He was like, I don't care if they use steroids. Let them use steroids. I want to see them knock the ball into into the next parking lot.
Nah, intercepted. It was an interception. That was a nice one too. That was a nice interception.
So I kind of the same way. Let them. If they wanna juice up and fight, good luck to them. Good luck.
But then you're gonna get backlash. You're gonna get mugs that's not juicing. Like yo, I ain't juicing.
Then y'all create two divisions. Y'all create a juice league and a non-juice league.
They say, yo, you want to watch the juice pay-per-view or the straight one?
And everybody going to watch the juice one. Numbers going to go crazy.
See, my issue with UFC, I don't really have... It's kind of like with wrestling. I have people that I like a lot that make me watch. I'll watch a whole card, but my favorite fighter, Anderson Silva, per se. If he's on the card, I'm going to watch the whole card because he's fighting, or even I'm watching other fights just because I want to see, whoever's in his divisions coming up to challenge for whatever championship and all that. But right now, I really don't have, I like Izzy, but he's taking time off. But other than Izzy, I really don't have anybody that I specifically look forward to seeing fight. So I'm just even when you said there was a UFC yesterday, there was
yeah.
And I feel like there's one every other week now. It feels like it, but
Yeah.
What's the month?
Actually, shit, it's probably more than that. They had a non-pay-per-view cards and shit.
Most of the pay-per-views is once a month.
Yeah. All right. I don't think we got anything else much in sports, but we did have some news in the past couple weeks. Tabloid news, I should say.
Ooh.
And, I like to speak for Jason and say, I don't like to bash women just like Jason. Right? We are some of the biggest women supporters I know.
Biggest. Ginormous.
However.
Colossal.
And I'm going to watch anime.
However, your girl, Jada Pinkett.
Cancel that.
I don't even want to call her Smith. I just want to call her Jada Pinkett.
Yes.
Right now. No, but then he weird too, man.
Yeah.
For allowing this, right? For even dealing with it, right? So we'll talk about it in a second. Has been going on the record recently saying a couple of things. One thing is Tupac was her soulmate.
Yes.
Right?
He wanted me to marry him.
She also went and said that her and Will have been on the outs or not living together or separated for quite some time.
She said 7 years.
And then when they went to the awards last year,
she was surprised.
They weren't as husband and wife. They were as whatever.
Referring to her as my wife.
Yeah. And she was surprised by his actions, yada, yada, yada.
So he done fucked up money. And you ain't even appreciate him fucking up his money for you. And you
selfish bitch.
Yeah, man.
So.
Wow, man.
Having said this, okay?
She the reason I'm single.
Well, damn.
Having said some of this, I think universally, everybody who's, caring about this or heard it is anti-Jada at this point.
No, it's
embarrassing. I'm sure there's a percentage of people still vouching for her, right?
Yeah.
I would say at least the majority of people I know. This is a little bit embarrassing. Why even say any of this?
And see, that's my thing. Whatever's in weird shit you got going on in your relationship, Let it be y'all's weird shit. We don't all need to know.
Correct. And even if y'all are separated, y'all are still married. What in the decency, like what decency don't you have to not embarrass this man by saying another dude is your soulmate? Another dead dude who we all knew you was in love with anyway was your soulmate. Even if you wanted to come out and say, yeah, Will and I are not together. Okay, I get it. But to put the cherry on top, because she said something a while back, didn't she? She said something else.
She's always been over the years. She said
a while, like a couple
stuff.
Months ago, that was a little disrespectful.
I remember at one point, she was saying something about he couldn't make her orgasm or something. It's like something weird. It's like your personal business that nobody outside your bedroom should have knew, or outside of your house, and you just telling, because that's when she had the red table talk thing.
Okay.
And it was just like, we didn't need that information.
Yeah.
And every time she divulges something, it's always something that makes Will look crazy.
Bad. And I think that's what I'm trying to get at, is why everything you have to say makes him look like an idiot.
Yeah. Makes him look like a simp. It's crazy.
Yeah. And so back to Corey's point is, why is he putting up with this? He Will Smith, right? And that's the weirdest part of this whole equation.
Dog, you know
why is Will still in the circus show?
It messes me up. Like, I can't even watch Fresh Prince the same way because he's the ladies' man on Fresh Prince, and then I'm watching it like, yo, bro, in real life, you a whole cuck, man. Like,
in real life.
Yeah.
Till this day, he could probably get whoever he wants.
Even when he was with Margot Robbie, when they did Focus.
See, I don't know if that was a real thing, but
yeah, I heard it was a real thing.
But yes, to that point, it's something weird.
You know how many alley-oops he could have been doing all this time?
I feel like she either knows dirt about him, and he can't break away from the blood pack. I really can't call it, but
well, wherever the bodies is, she can go too. Shit, like.
All I can say is it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed as a Will Smith fan.
Yeah,
I'm embarrassed that he slapped Chris Rock,
and it messed up his money. Like,
and
it's just
all
like,
for something where they're not even living together, and she going to say another man is her soulmate anyway.
And it's like she left him out to dry too, even with that situation. Even if you didn't agree with what he did with Chris Rock, which you probably did.
She didn't support him at all.
You left him out to dry with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell him to do that. I was shocked. He called me his wife, like all that stuff. He out here trying to defend your honor because he thought the joke was funny.
And you was mad.
He thought the joke was funny. He was laughing until you gave him the look.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Like, we didn't even get Bright Part 2 because of this bullshit. Bad Boys 4 got delayed. That shit would probably already came out by now. Like,
no, they shot that.
Yeah, but it got it delayed.
They delayed it because of that.
Oh,
yeah, they did it, but it took a while because at first they was like, yeah, it's indefinitely postponed, and then once the heat died down a little bit, but it's just, I just feel like, and it feels like it's on purpose. Like it's malicious and on purpose. And I've always said that my theory was, she used to be a pretty up there actress.
Mm-hmm.
She was on TV shows. She was in movies. She was sought after. Well, remember, her career kind of fizzled out. She's not in movies anymore. And now Will's blockbuster, here, there. He's one of Hollywood's it guys, especially if you need a black actor. And I always kind of felt like she had some sort of animosity towards the fact that your career is flourishing,
mm-hmm.
and you're a blockbuster movie star, and I'm just here doing the red table talk bullshit.
Yeah.
And I felt like she kind of always did that kind of stuff to almost emasculate him a little bit. To me, that's how I took it.
I definitely can see that angle. The whole thing is weird.
Yeah, it is.
The whole thing with the children, everything. The whole thing's weird.
And I like the kids. I like their music. They're cool. Willow's a way better. I like her alternative stuff.
Okay, I can't vouch for that.
Yeah, her alternative music's pretty cool.
And speaking of music, can we put in to your girl?
Who? Ice Spice?
No, the skinny Travis Kelce.
Oh, Swift.
Taylor Swift. Can
What's
we collectively just try to vote to stop this?
Oh, you talking about the games?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I fuck with her music, but her and the football stuff and it's...
Why is a movie documentary about her number one?
The tour, yeah. That's funny to me.
In
Like,
theaters.
yo, we got you for the tour, buddy.
Can
we gonna make a movie.
collectively stop Taylor Swift for just a little bit? I don't need this much Taylor Swift in my life.
She's a juggernaut. Unstoppable.
I'll let y'all have it.
But the tour was that was actually kind of funny. 'Cause I was like, they're making a movie about the tour that just ended. It was like the tour was over. They're like, yeah, now watch it in theaters.
Number one movie of the week.
Yo, going crazy.
Okay.
She going crazy.
All right.
I let her take care of me though. I'll pay my own car payment, but she can buy my Jordans. I'm okay with that.
I mean, I got no issue with that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no issue with that. All right. Let's wrap up with some wrestling.
Wrestling.
I really don't know where to start, but I think it'd be right to start with Sting's retirement announcement. After, I think it said 1987 was his first televised match.
That's crazy.
For WCW, yeah.
For WCW, all the way until 2024, I believe it will be.
Because he started out as Blade Runner with Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
So, almost, what's that? Almost a 40-year
Yeah, basically.
career?
Like 40, yeah, about
He's in the
42.
60s now. It's crazy.
Still
Will
got
be
his
coming
hair.
to an end. What is the paper? Anybody remember the pay-per-view?
Revolution.
Revolution 2024. That would be AEW's pay-per-view. It was the
What?
first AEW match he had.
What was that? He was laying on the ground and caught that.
That was his first match in AEW, so he found it
his
fitting
last.
to be his last.
Yeah.
Anything I want to say about Sting?
I feel bad
About
because I spent like 30 years not liking this man. I spent over 30 years not liking this man. I did not like Sting. I didn't like him when I was a kid. I didn't like him at any point until I kind of started liking him when he was doing the whole Joker thing over in TNA. But then I wasn't like, yo, I like Sting though. I was like, I can get with this. But like, I didn't start liking him until when he got to the WWE, and I thought they was gonna do something with him when they really didn't. And then I really started liking him once he got to AEW, and just decided he was back in some ECW. he on some ECW shit right now. Like
I do appreciate his AEW run. He did not cut us short. He took chances that he never took in his career.
It's crazy.
Jumping off of Titantrons and all this shit.
At that one pay-per-view recently, there's a point in time where Darby Allin was going up to do the high spot, and Sting stopped him. It was like, I'm gonna do it. That shit was crazy. I was like, yo,
Yeah, that was.
I can't be mad at it. He jumping off of anything high and doing whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I think it's cool for his career because that's probably stuff that he's probably always wanted to do, but being a top guy, they're probably like, oh, we can't let you do that, Sting. You know, that's not your thing. And he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna come here and jump off everything.
I would say, I guess the most memorable stuff for Sting for me is WCW, especially with the height of the NWO at the time.
Crow Sting.
And Crow Sting came back, and he was like that force. He was that it to go against the NWO, and it was almost like a one-man show, almost. And him coming out from the
Rafters.
rafters, and obviously taking the Crow's look.
Yeah.
But that's the most memorable Sting for me in my life. I was like, you couldn't get much cooler than that as far as if you like the hero or a baby face in wrestling.
And you know who was responsible?
He didn't
for that,
really
right?
talk. He didn't really talk, and it was just like I'm here. I'm showing up. Everybody get scared, and let's go to work.
Yeah, you know who came up with that?
I heard
Scott Hall.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Told him like, hey.
This thing was supposed to be the original one, not Hogan.
Of NWO.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
But you know, I think it worked out better that it was Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan had people care about it.
Yeah.
Having Hogan do that, it put you emotionally invested.
And we hadn't seen Hogan be a heel since. Well, he was a heel in his young days when he first started. But like out of the Hulk Hogan, everybody knew. Nobody would have thought Hulk Hogan is going to be the heel.
Exactly, and I think that's what got everybody emotionally invested about his heel turn. It was like that's what you needed to get that to get that energy.
Over. Yeah.
On WCW.
You got a favorite Sting feud? I have one.
What's that?
Well, when he was feuding with Big Van Vader, those were the matches.
Well,
Vader,
Big Van Vader.
Yeah, when you put the,
That helmet, that used to be my shit too. But yeah, that's my favorite Sting feud.
Yeah,
that and Muda.
I appreciate Sting's color face era earlier on. He had a lot more personality, charisma. He kind of bringing that out later in his career as well. But it's something about that Sting from the NWO era. And then he go to like a red and black face one time.
Mm-hmm. When he went to Rizzo.
Oh man, you couldn't tell me shit about Sting back then, boy. It had the bat.
Mm-hmm.
That was my boy. Yeah, I couldn't tell you a specific one. I just know in my memory and in my nostalgia of Sting, I'm always gonna remember him dropping out the rafters with the crow face, the silence, the bat, taking on NWO, becoming part of NWO with the red and white wolf pack. And yeah, I do appreciate his end of his career run. Rare exception where I think some people are ending their careers on a high note.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of them. I think Christian may have the best ever when it's
now.
all said and done.
Yeah,
but Sting right now is good. Yeah. And I do wish we got some more other matches. Sting, Undertaker. Yeah. I think almost wrote itself.
That was the biggest drop ball.
Yeah.
Ever.
I didn't appreciate Sting losing
at
WrestleMania.
Didn't make any sense.
It didn't.
To have Triple H go over, especially when you had the interference, you definitely didn't need Triple H to go over on that one.
Yep.
That's what Triple H do, though.
Yeah. So, yeah. Corey, anything on Sting? How you feel about him?
They said get money.
The Get Money Jack. I liked him.
Yeah.
He did his thing. I only like Surfer Sting when he first came back when he didn't speak.
With WCW? Yeah.
And then I got hyped when he came to WWE Survivor Series because it always was talked about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm pretty sure you know the stories that they shot the vignette with him in it, and in the last minute, the deal always never went through.
Yeah.
So.
And they always said he didn't like how a lot of those WCW big guys that came in and how they got booked. So they said that was part of the reason why he never came over.
That was one reason.
And I always thought it was dope. I mean, until he went to WWE, he was one of those guys that you'd be like, he was a huge name that never went over.
The one Vince couldn't flip.
Yeah, and then he finally flipped him, and then he paid for it at WrestleMania. He paid for it at WrestleMania. He was like, yeah, Vince, you're going to do the job tonight.
I'm just glad he's going out on his own.
Yeah. And I'm
glad he ain't going to be shaking like Kurt ain't.
Yeah.
Kurt.
But that peak Perk angle, you could not fuck with.
He couldn't feel nothing.
challenge anybody to find a wrestler that was wilding out
Raven.
like
Oh yeah.
who?
Raven.
See, I didn't see Raven
What,
at the end.
man?
I didn't see him.
Believe it or not, for a while, that was like my favorite wrestler, man.
Who, Raven?
Yeah. I remember had me wearing them damn
You
shirts.
talking
in
about
school.
the TNA?
I'm talking about
Raven?
EC. You talking about ECW?
Oh,
Raven.
ECW.
Yeah,
Okay.
that definitely is best Raven. He was dope when he came over to
My favorite
WCW. Did
thing,
the
you
flop.
say that?
Yeah,
Hook
I
the
was
Raven.
watching him in WCW. The flop, Billy
yeah.
Kidman and all them was in
That's the
there.
that's the washed down version of Raven.
Okay, that's the only Raven I really know.
Raven had a cool fuse with Punk too. He had some good collar match.
Okay.
But,
early Impact days.
But
TNA, my fault.
But yeah, I mess with like Sting. Took me a long time to come around.
Yeah, I'm glad you
I'm
did.
with him. I'm with him. Yeah.
So speaking of TNA and Impact,
And before just getting off of, I think he was a very good pairing for Darby Allin. Like he was a very good veteran to have with Darby Allin to work with. Like at first, I thought it was a little odd, kind of made sense, but was still a little odd. But then I feel like their relationship worked.
right?
Like just him being with him, and then even acknowledging the fact that everybody calls me your dad and all that stuff. It just worked. I feel like it, and I feel like some young guys like that could use a good veteran in their corner to, just help them. And because I'm sure behind the scenes and all that, he gives Darby advice and counsels him and all that stuff. And I think that helped Darby a lot personally.
Okay. So yeah, speaking of TNA and Impact, there was a pay-per-view over the weekend. I don't know how to even address it, but
Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory, where Impact officially became TNA again, correct? Am I saying that right?
Yep.
So now it is TNA Wrestling back again. I can't remember when they went out, but no longer Impact Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. TNA is back, and people are now trying to start a movement to get WWE to turn back to WWF.
Which they're not going to be able to
Which
do
they won't be able to do.
because the other company owns that.
Right. But good to see. A little bit of excitement around it.
Yeah.
I do need to get back into Impact now, TNA. I am aware of people over there, but I haven't really got caught up in storylines and stuff like that. I'd like to see how Trinity's faring over there. Mickey James is still wrestling. I did not know that.
That's what you fought last night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know she was still actively wrestling. Will Ospreay had a match out there.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a top 10 or top whatever list being made recently. He is in 4 or 5 of the top 10 matches of the year. Will Ospreay.
Because who the Zack Sabre Jr., right?
Huh?
Did he wrestle Zack Sabre Jr.?
Yeah.
I think that's who
He
wrestled.
did. But 2 of the Omegas are in there. Him versus, I think it is Zack Sabre. And I feel like it's another 1 or 2 matches he was involved in that's on that list. I got to go pull up the list again. But he's my wrestler of the year. I know they put out some PWI list or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as matches go, Gunther's triple threat match was in there. A couple of people. I'll find a list for you guys, but Ospreay to me had some of the best matches of the year. FTR versus
Bullet Club.
Bullet Club
That was a good
on a
match.
television match.
You talk about the best out of 3 falls?
Yes, on a television fight.
That match was pay-per-view quality for sure.
Woo, that was on the list. But yeah, so I just wanted to let it be known TNA's back, and hopefully good things happen with them. So, anything AEW, WWE in these past couple of weeks that we haven't been here, I haven't really been keeping up with either, so I can't speak for certain. I know there's been some change of hand. Well, y'all told me about the FTR losing shit. That pissed me off.
Mm-hmm. For no reason.
AEW, anything exciting happening?
Orange Cassidy got the belt back that he lost a couple weeks ago.
He beat my Spanish boy?
Yep,
Yeah.
Phoenix.
God damn. All right. Okay. Sure. You know what? I like Orange, so I can't be 100% mad.
Too. That booking's just weird.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And you know what? He wasn't supposed to have it anyway. It was just because Moxley really got fucked up. But all right, he got it. Let him rock. I hate when they do that to, especially them two, him and Penta, because I'm never going to forgive them for doing that triple shit and only letting them fight the Elite.
But now I'm confused because was the original plan for Moxley to take it back from Orange Cassidy just for Orange Cassidy to win it back from Moxley?
I think it was supposed to him to get it back from Moxley.
Yeah, but and I'm not a fan of that flip flop. We went right back to.
Yeah,
it's a little weird to me. They got some booking issues over there.
Yeah,
right now.
My girl Toni Storm though.
I'm loving her. I'm loving.
She can't do no wrong. Anything else in AEW saying MJF? What?
I was reading something earlier about, and it made sense. Somebody had wrote up a little article thing talking about Ruby Soho and how they constantly put her in championship matches, but you know she's not going to.
She never wins, yeah.
And now it's Hikaru Shida and that didn't make any
sense. She lost it.
Hikaru Shida's the champion again.
Okay, I thought she was about to say she lost it. I'm like, God damn.
Remember, she just lost it
to Paige
at the pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. And then, mind you, remember, what's her name just lost it to her.
Saraya.
So that women's championship been hot potato the last 6 months.
Yeah.
This is going around. And we've in the last 6 months, you've had 4 different champions.
Yeah.
So, and now you're going to have Ruby Soho versus Hikaru Shida, knowing damn well you're not going to put the belt on Ruby. I'll be shocked if Ruby wins it, but then even if she wins it...
Well, she's going to be the only one out of the Outcasts that ain't never win it.
But then if she wins it,
I wouldn't be shocked.
Then it even gets weirder because, now we're hot potato again. Yeah. Now the belt's moving
and y'all can't let Hikaru Shida keep losing like this.
Yeah. Because she's going to hold up. I don't know. It's getting a little.
I got to get back in the MJF storyline. I think it's going to get a little interesting. He got a lot of conflicts happening at once. I think that might get a little interesting.
That's a booking problem to me.
I think it may play well for his character though.
Well, you got to get his belt back first.
Yeah, which he'll do.
Got that.
Anything else in AEW I'm missing?
But then
it's a lot of injuries, right?
But then with him, what are we doing with these ROH tag team championships?
That they have to figure out. I'm assuming they're going to lose it at some point until Adam comes back. Yes. He's gonna end up losing in a handicap match or some shit, or he's going to team up with Max Caster, and it's going to get that whole avenue going to go south. I don't know. Yeah, I can't really think of much else in AEW is going on right now.
But
Edge, how y'all feeling about? Oh, sorry, Adam Copeland. How y'all feeling about him?
Me, same way I felt about him when he was in WWE.
Overrated superstar.
Overrated or superstar. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Never been.
The only Edge I like was Brood Edge.
Yeah, that was my boy. And they were my least favorite tag teams out of the three main.
Edge and Christian.
Hardys and Dudleys, but. I wish him success. It's just, it ain't. He's a welcome addition to AEW, but he's not what they need. They need something. I can't really put my finger on it.
And I felt like it was supposed to be a replacement for Punk.
Yeah, maybe that's what they thought, but it ain't. It's not it.
Punk's a different level.
Yeah. All right. WWE. I have not watched.
I'll be at AEW on Wednesday.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in Philadelphia. So if you're going in that Philadelphia region, let us know. We'll probably be there.
Yeah, watchers.
With I won't be wearing a CM Punk T-shirt, but
I will.
Jason will attempt to make his way inside.
If they make me turn it inside out, we'll have another CM Punk T-shirt
with the CM Punk T-shirt. All right, let's finish up WWE and get out of here. Anything WWE? I have not been watching WWE, so I can't tell you anything.
Roman's back.
Roman is back?
Yeah, he appeared last week.
Oh, I did see. He's going against
LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Let me talk to you.
They finally let LA Knight get that big belt title. No, he's not going to get it. He's not going to win it, but at least he's competing for it. I think he does need to get some championship before he gets out of there. It's not going to be that, but maybe the U.S. title. That's the only one I can really see him getting. But
Judgment Day's all gold.
he's getting the main card. They split up.
No, Judgment Day's all gold up again.
Oh, they all gold.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
They won the tag team titles on Monday, right?
And what's up with this little Chris Benoit big head dude they got?
Who?
JD McDonough.
Oh.
He steals all his moves, right? Have y'all seen? He got Chris Benoit's moveset.
Oh yeah. But you asked him what is he doing?
Yeah.
Oh well, I
Is
don't think you've been paying attention. So I keep telling everybody when what's name go cash his brief. So what's name? The original briefcase was green, but then he made him a senior briefcase. So now I keep telling everybody. I feel like when what's name goes to cash in his joint,
contract ain't gonna be.
They're gonna be like, open the case, open the case, and he gonna open it, and then Finn gonna have the joint.
I'm alright with that.
So JD is friends with.
He's Finn like trained him.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Like he's trained him and Becky Lynch.
Okay. That'd be a good twist.
Yeah, I see it. I actually thought they was gonna jump from what was it the day after they lost.
Yeah, I thought they was going.
They was
and
in
then
the
they
ring.
won the title back
When
on
Rhea
Monday.
came out there, she called him back.
Mm-hmm.
Judgment Day, get out here now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh snap, baby girl about to snap on her.
That's my favorite part of WWE right now, though.
What's that?
Judgment Day.
Okay.
And I didn't like Judgment Day at first.
Right.
Maybe because Edge was the leader. I didn't like it there.
Shout out to him and Ricky Starks getting into it.
Oh yeah,
it was beef behind that.
They had a little exchange of words.
That was a little good back and forth.
Yeah, a little exchange of words.
Yeah.
They said Ricky Starks gonna take off a shirt, be like, "Yo, I'm a CM Punk guy."
But back to WWE, what's going on with Cody? Is that?
I be laugh. I like Cody.
Did you watch SmackDown?
No.
See, keep trying to tell everybody it's a see y'all. I think a lot of people still used to Vince just rushing the shit for it's the way how they doing it now is like storytelling. So it was 2 weeks to SmackDown premiere. You know, they basically laying. You can see where they're going. So Roman came back, and then he's looking at Jay. You know, Jay, I never liked Jimmy, but now Jimmy is like funny as hell to me now. He said, I'm the starting quarterback. Da-da-da. He said, you are? So they get in the big. So he was like, yo, why is Cody? So you can see who Roman's going to be fighting for the next few months. He was like, why is Cody on my show? Then he was like, your brother's here on my show. You got KO here. He showed up. They brought him over. And then the LA Knight. So then they all was like, after a match, they showed, which one of the brothers was it? Oh, Jay. He walking up the ramp.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the music come on and he like, oh, damn, I gotta go through this shit again.
Mm-hmm. So
So then Solo, his two brothers walk up to him. So then Cody walks up. And then you had to, like, when I find the video, I'm going to send it to you. Because when you seen it, that shit told everything. So then Cody walks up and then he sees Roman. And he, like, moves over. And then him and Roman, so Roman walks up to him and was basically telling him, yo, man, this ain't over. And he was like, this my fucking, this is my show. The look, you could just see it, the whole crowd ate it up. So, I don't know. They got you guessing. That's what I like. Yeah. I don't like it. I used to hate it when you could watch and I already know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Predict. There's none of this stuff you can predict no more with him on there.
What's on that cheesesteak?
Yeah, I don't know. They're like green.
Right?
Is that a cheesesteak?
Oh, that might be that shit that, you know how Cap Robs making that gobbler joint?
You know it's called the thing with the turkey and the mashed potatoes and stuff.
Hell no, that shit sounds crazy.
Yeah, that's nasty. But the people love it though. My mom loves that thing.
Yeah, they be tearing that shit up.
Yeah, the Bobby.
There you go, Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause I was telling him, I said, you look at WWE, stories, you like, okay, I get what you finna do. You look at AEW, I be like, hold on, 1 minute you was a heel, next night you a face. Like, what are you doing?
Because I'm still confused with Blackpool Combat.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
Are they heel or are they face now? Because I'm starting to feel like they're turning them face, but then they had Moxley and what's his name have a confrontation And that looked kind of real.
Oh, Orange, you was telling me
Orange
about
Cassidy
yesterday.
was coming out, and Moxley was going up the ramp. He bumped the shit out. And Orange Cassidy had that look like, what? I don't know.
Yeah.
We gonna see it live though.
Yeah.
We up there chanting CM Punk.
All right. Well, if anything else, we can go ahead and wrap it up for today. We were just at an hour. Anything WWE, AEW that we didn't talk about that I might be missing?
Well, what Ricky Starks trademarked his name.
And I feel like you kind of got to do that now.
You know how you doing it.
Yeah.
And I still want to know why FTR trademarked CMFTR.
For the future, they waiting for the for the
They have to
future.
wait like 4 whole years.
Yeah, they doing it for the future.
I don't know. They might look. They gonna mess around and be like, "Yeah, we gonna have to get ourselves fired to get up out of here."
I think if they'd have knew like the game plan then, I don't think they'd have
would've
signed
it.
him.
Yeah.
They probably thought Punk's gonna be here for years. We'll be here for years.
Just like last night, everybody thought Punk was gonna show up at Bound for
Glory.
Glory. I knew he wasn't.
He said they ain't got a big enough checkbook for me. I'd have been all right with him doing the one-off, just because he's been there before.
Yeah.
But
They did that. Remember last year, Bobby Fish?
Yeah. It would have been cool for him to show up, though, on the night that they called it TNA again, because he worked for TNA. You know, do a little one-off and be out, but, I get it.
But what is Will Ospreay's contract then? How is the fucking
February 2024.
How is he showing up in like every promotion?
Oh, so he when you work for New Japan, you consider you're not unless you sign an exclusive or whatever.
Got you.
Yeah, he got certain days he show up there. And remember he works for what's that one in Britain? Rev Pro.
Mm-hmm.
He works for them too.
Okay.
So then he can go work wrestling for like Impact, AEW, and PWG and all them other stuff.
Yeah.
And I think people automatically assumed that he was going to go ahead and sign with AEW when his contract was up, but I'm not sure about that.
The boys signed, and he was like, regardless of when I heard him say that comment, he was like, no matter where we at, we still a family. I was like, I don't think he going there. I think he like his freedom how he has it.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And if he's able to eat like that, then go ahead and get your money, young man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But see, like I said, we in a new era now because I was like, you see Hunter let like Nakamura go to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles was supposed to go over and work the Wrestle Kingdom joint, but he got hurt. So, and then you got to talk about another WWE thing where they took Vince's power.
Yeah.
They basically anointed Triple H as head of creative. The dude came on an interview and said he was like, "This is Triple H's like show now." We took Vince I told Vince he ain't got no control over creative, and then he blamed him for the stock prices plummeting down.
Damn.
Yeah, that happened. That was like 2 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude said that on national. He said it on one of them, stock market shows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I will say WWE's putting out a good product right now. And, I think there was some hesitation about what role Vince plays in things, but I'm glad they're making that clear line saying, like, look, this is post Vince. This is our own product now. We ain't got nothing to do. He ain't got nothing to do with us. So I'm glad that's happening.
Endeavor's probably looking like, yo, we ain't part of that old shit.
Yeah. Speaking of WWE, one last thing. Are they doing little hints towards CM Punk?
Yeah, if you listen to a lot of people's promos or anything,
It's a lot that is popping up.
Yeah, and then he ain't helping it no better with his stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, and the stuff he be saying at his
Yep.
MMA broadcast.
You keep doing it. Oh yeah, it's almost that time.
Because a couple weeks ago, one of the co-commentators was like, "Oh, we might have to see Phil at he might be at another promotion. It's something."
And Nakamura, this reminded me, Nakamura did go to sleep to Seth Rollins.
Did he?
One day.
As long as it
Like
wasn't
last
Kenta.
week. there was some verbiage about master puppeteers, mastermind, basically harkening back to a riff he did years ago. And most recently, the USA Network commented on WWE's page. Did y'all see this?
Mm-mm.
So there's a picture of LA Knight looking at Roman, and LA Knight shades can see Roman. You can look at LA Knight shades and see Roman. So the camera is focused on LA Knight shades, but in the shades you see Roman Reigns because of how reflective they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
USA comments, look in his eyes, what do you see?
Mm-hmm. Called a personality.
And I'm like, this can't be all this stuff happening is coincidence.
I told y'all like 2 months when he got fired, how he was going to show up. And it's just looking more and more like I was right. And show up on Survivor Series.
This may be, I don't want to say the nail in the coffin. But
they're done.
Between whenever this happens in WrestleMania, it is going to be hard to sell me on AEW. I'm not going to lie to you. Especially if The Rock returns back for WrestleMania, it is going to be hard to sell me on AEW.
That's the conversation I was thinking of. I forgot. We didn't talk about Tony Khan's Twitter rant. Boy, tripping.
Those bitch fit.
He tripping.
About why
tripping.
They lost Tuesday night.
Then he started bringing up all that stuff about
He
Vince.
started trying to talk about Undertaker and Cena numbers. And,
just hold your L, baby.
And I heard that they say some of the talent aren't too keen about him going off like that on Twitter because it makes the whole company look bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to stop focusing on them and focus on your product, you know. Like, I'm all for a barb, a jab here and there. I'm not, you know, I'm like, all right, I like that. But, like, when you're going on a whole rant,
it makes you look.
It looks like you're obsessed with them.
Yeah.
And that you don't completely believe in your product because you got to say, oh, well, John Cena and The Undertaker, first of all, The Undertaker's whack ass wasn't booked to be there.
Wasn't even
so
advertised.
He wasn't advertised, so nobody knew he was going to be there. And I mean, Cena coming is not the same as before Cena coming back. You know, he is what he is right now. I need him to take care of that top of that head, but that's another story. But like, it's just you as the boss. Like, could you imagine Vince tweeting off like that? Like,
everybody looking at him
going off. You looking crazy right now. You're making your company look crazy, which in turns make your employees look crazy. And they like, yo, like, relax, like, chill.
Yeah.
Then it's like, I was looking at it, like, the 3 times they showed Miss name on TV makes the whole 3 years she was over there look like shit.
Oh, yeah, Jada.
Yeah, the 3 times she shared the screen.
Yeah, and they're billing her. They are billing her.
They're giving her that top flight.
What she should have got over there.
Superstar treatment.
And
meanwhile,
people,
over there, you wouldn't let her touch Britt Baker. You'd only let her be in a certain, you know, area. You wouldn't let her get with the...
WWE knows what they have. Done right, you can... The sky's the limit with Jade. As long as she can deliver wrestling-wise, which I'm sure they're polishing up right now. That's why she's not in the ring.
Yeah.
They want to make her a polished product.
Even that, them girls going to make her look good. They going to sell for her.
But, golly... AEW in a couple of years gonna look back like, God damn it.
She done had a face-off with Charlotte. Well, not a face-off, but a backstage introduction.
A couple.
To Charlotte.
She had one with
the last one was
Becky
dope.
Lynch.
Yeah.
The last one was dope. Who it was it Becky Lynch defending that title or whatever? And then they just showed her on the screen and she just tapping her watch. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I like the one with Charlotte, and Charlotte looks over.
I appreciate that they're billing her.
Yeah.
Like this. And I was telling you in the last episode, or whenever it was, I was like, I don't remember people getting this treatment before. Whenever they came from another company, I don't remember them.
Cody got it coming back.
Nah. Cody got No, it was a surprise. We all knew Cody was coming
Yeah,
in.
but we didn't know
But
when.
they didn't market Cody saying Cody's going to be here WrestleMania. Or they didn't market Cody saying I'm coming or this. They let it all just be quiet.
Yeah, and then
You knew he was coming.
Yeah.
And then when the moment hit, the moment hit.
Big.
Now I'll say they did market him after his injury. I wish they didn't do that. When he got that, what was that, torn pec?
Yeah.
And then he finally came back. I wish they just let that be quiet. But I do not remember them getting another company's previous employee and the promotion that they given her, which I'm all for. So I'm not complaining about it at all. But
don't push the ones who they feel like it's gonna put asses in seats.
Yeah,
like
this to me is also, I feel like a slap. They want to make sure AEW
That's
feel
a big
it.
fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Look what we got, and make sure you see us with us.
So we got your ex girl.
That's what it felt
We
like.
taking it.
You know what?
We taking a.
So imagine you had her. She was here. Then she go over there. It got you looking like, damn. She
You
that
said
that good?
all the first class seats were sold out. I got on that plane. It was
Wait a
12 or
minute.
14 seats.
Man, she out here looking like it got you second guessing your decision. Looking at her like, damn, she looked that good.
And her interview was very telling too. Like she didn't say anything bad about AEW, but when they asked her about why she decided to make the jump and all that, and she said like leadership and like,
I remember she a Cody girl anyway. He was helping her wrestle too.
Yeah, and then she had a story about Punk too. She said she
was
was supposed to have a
rocking
match, and then she was supposed to do cheer shots during the match. And she didn't know what to do. She was like,
They didn't tell her, they didn't teach her or nothing.
And she said Punk was the one that walked her through it and taught her
That's
how
what
to.
they need. They need to get a performance center or something where they can send some of them green ass people to get trained. You can't just throw them on TV.
Yeah, they're banking on their indie talent to try to fucking carry them through. But yeah, you need people to get on page with each other and set a standard for skill sets and capabilities.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get on up out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God, they be going to the podium fast.
Yeah, they do right after the
I feel
game.
like they just going back. Take your pads off.
Right? He said, I didn't even get to wipe my face yet. By the way, folks, Eagles just beat the Dolphins.
Yeah. Episode 51, ladies and gentlemen.
51.
Watchers Podcast.
That's us, Hardy R.
WATCHERZ.
Hardy RZ.
Hardy.
Boom.
That's YouTube, Spotify,
Snapchat.
Apple Podcasts, Instagram. I'm Tavon.
Tubi.
Tri-State _tip. I guess I'm the only one here today.
My fault. Corey J on Instagram.
And I am Tiger Helly 19 on the Snapchats and IGZs and on the Facebook, the government, and Jason Williams, Father Stripes. And we'll catch y'all next week for some doing some Halloween shit, ain't we?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Let's do some Halloween
Y'all
shit.
might beat me this year. I'm not giving out hope yet.
No, you got this.
But yeah. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, tune in.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. 50th episode, your boy came through. Macho Tip, he was here.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, I mean,
Man, I
you're
had
busy.
to call out sick,
Yeah,
but he was.
Macho Tip held it down for her.
He did.
I'm gonna say who the fuck is that?
Yeah, yeah, he held it down. So
Nice. It's always good when Macho Tip come around.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
All right. Well, till next episode, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, till next time. Peace.
Yeah, keep it spooky, bitches.